down, didn't I? Time to go.
I don't need it yet, not out for this area.
Glass on there is filthy. It's on the inside of them.
Yeah.
What a beautiful day. I'm not this weather. What's the temperature here?
Chesham.
Chesham, it says 10 degrees.
Oh, that's nice.
Spring's coming.
Yeah, summer's coming. Looking forward to the summer because that's the best time to be on the tube and film and take photos and stuff. It's the best time to be on the tube.
Well, I like the summer, but I do like the winter too. Winter's my favourite.
Get out of here.
I'm going over to the Philippines in May.
Alright, yeah.
It's very hot over there at the moment, it's 28. It's going up to 35, 36 when I get out there.
Yeah. No, I had a friend who was from the Philippines, and so I said, why did what made you choose to work and live over here and stuff? And she goes, it's just easier for my family because over there it cost her quite a lot of money. I mean, she's bred and born there, but the area.
What does she do for a living?
She's in education, so she was in education.
Oh,
But she left last year, but she's got to be about 16 now.
Oh, okay. So she lives over here with her family?
Yeah. And I said to her, I just asked her a bit about her life and what she does. And she didn't really want to, I could tell by her face, she didn't really want to open up and say a lot. But
Very poor country.
yeah.
It's a very poor country. There's a young lad over there, he's 20. He wants to come and live here as well. And I might, if I can, I might be able to sponsor him.
Oh, right.
And if I sponsor him, he'll get his education. And it'll be something nice to do before anything happens to me, that I've helped somebody.
I think when train drivers help people or help.
It's nothing to do with train driving. It's just the person he's a really nice lad.
Oh, right. I'd like to meet him one day if
Well, if he comes over.
Yeah. I mean, what you're saying about him sounds really, he's a cool guy.
He wants to come over. There's two ways he can come over. It's either he's got a qualification which he hasn't got, so he wants to come back. He wants to come here and finish his education, and he loves dance and all that. There is another way he can come over is if he gets married to somebody in this country.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And the third one, I think, is if he's very rich himself, but he's not.
Yeah. Pigeons get out of the way. I thought they would have some knowledge. Don't sit on the tracks.
They just land, don't they? There hasn't been a train down there for 15 minutes. Because once we go past, there's no other train, is there? It's just nice and quiet.
One time when I was at Finchley Central, the pigeon landed on the middle road.
We got a farm up here at the end of this track on the left-hand side. These farmers, the farmer had to clip all of the chickens, the wings, because the fence was high up. So when they flew over, flew over the fence, this fence here, then flew down onto the track.
Yeah.
They couldn't fly back because they couldn't get over the fence again.
Yeah.
So he lost a lot of his chickens, got killed. Because we'd come down here and we wouldn't see them until the last minute.
What's the limit on this area line between here and Chalfont?
What speed?
Yeah.
35.
35.
That's why I'm doing slightly differently. When we get to Chalfont, we'll probably be held for a couple of minutes.
Okay. That's where the train.
I know, because I let the handle go.
Yeah.
I like to check it once in a while. I like to make sure that all the equipment on the train works. Like, for instance, if I go like that,
Yeah.
I know that works. Now I should get an alarm come up if it's working. If it doesn't, it doesn't work. No, it's not coming up. That's okay. But that tells me that's working. I drop the handle, that's working. The only one I can't test is that one over there, unless you press it, because I don't know if that's working, but it doesn't matter.
Alright.
The whistle works, I've tried that today. The wipers work, because I've tried that. And the windscreen washer works. The cab light works. So lots of things that you might not use very often. And also, is this the icing unit? Let's have a look. It is as well. It's the icing unit.
They don't use that bay platform on the left anymore.
No, we don't. The only train that's goes in there now are engineers' train, or usually the tapping machine.
I was thinking, I don't know how many cars are going to use for the D-stop rat, but if they added four or five cars, I suppose they could fit it in there.
I reckon if it's been refurbished, it'll probably be the 4-car unit.
Thing is, they're 36 years old this year. They're going to be 36.
I know, but that's a lot younger than 50.
Yeah. I mean, my railway knowledge, every single train has at least 40 years on the tube and then they're due to replace, but... Like when you're being regulated, I like to stop it and turn off. Just give it
for 2 minutes.
Just give it a few bit of time to cool down a bit.
I just downloaded all my Norway holiday, which I filmed. I just downloaded it onto the computer. And I've just burned it into a disk.
The government, how do you think it's going with the government?
They're in trouble.
There's a decision to stay in the EU or leave.
No, leave's the only option, in my opinion. I mean, look where we are with Europe now.
Yeah.
They're taking over their European laws. They're dictating to every country what they can and can't do. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not right.
No, it's not.
So I'm voting to come out.
I'm as well. I don't want to be. I'm voting.
Because I don't think we're going to do any better being in Europe, or we do any worse by coming out.
Yeah.
And I don't see Cameron and all of his colleagues really promoting staying in. I think they keep it very quiet. They would, if they really were saying it's the best deal, they should be out there canvassing. Saying it on TV and on news reports, but they're not.
I think it's just the best way just to get out of the EU.
I think they want to come out as well, but they don't want to be seen as the government to say that. So they've got to be pro staying in.
I mean, it's the quiet ones you want to watch.
I think that they should. I I think that people should make up their own minds.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a lot of people in this country are like sheep. They follow what their leaders tell them to.
Yep.
But I know where I'm voting. I'm definitely not going to vote to stay in. I'm just going to vote to come out.
Yeah.
Because I've seen over the last 40 years how, or whenever we went into the Euro, just how bad this country's got.
Yeah, well, talking about sheep, passengers on the tube are sheep.
Everyone's a sheep if you let them.
Yeah.
If you stand in front of somebody who's very famous or very rich or whatever, you look at them with a different kind of perspective because they're rich or famous.
Yeah.
You've lost the battle anyway. People who get elevated above your standing because they're famous or rich, they're no less or more of a person than you are.
Yeah. That signal box thing, right? I've always wanted to go in the signal cabin. Just have a look and see what it's like from the inside.
I don't know if I can arrange that. I could look into it.
Yeah.
Harrow's a big box to look in.
There's a whistle mark at the end, am I seeing that right? Do you want to just sound it on this side where I am? Is it alright? Okay, just wait to get next to it. Things, me and sound and whistles, it's just a thing I like to do. Do you want to see the whistle on? I just like to sound it. No, it's not really, you don't really need to do it, but I like to do it for fun.
And you're a lovely guy, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're fine. I'm not going to stop you doing stuff unless I think it's...
yeah, but I always like to have your permission before I do things.
Well,
it's just because I don't want to do something and then I get the, you know...
No. Well, that's only respect anyway.
Yeah, every driver I talk to, every driver becomes a mate of mine. I respect them. You know, I don't do things without permission. I'm in a cab. You know, you're in charge. I'm just a passenger.
Well, I just concentrate what I'm doing, and you just enjoy what you're doing over there with the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to help me out a lot because the one that I filmed before, that's gone rocket. That's gone really high, and it's got me a lot of things. When people post stuff like that, you get a lot of subs and it's really helping my channel out. Because they're like, we say they're viral videos, so they get a lot of hits.
Oh, of course.
And it's got about, if I can remember quickly, it's got about 70 likes. 70 likes, and I'm trying to remember the view count, but...
So all this filming then will help?
Yeah, it will also help me because I get to enjoy it and watch it. You know, back and ever just like I go through a phase of looking back at the good old days and stuff, and I go through that
I love
phase.
the way you say that, the good old days. You're only 20.
Yeah,
Well, 19, sorry, you're only 19. You say the good old days.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean, I should be saying that at my age, the good old days.
Yeah. Now, when we were talking earlier about that guy called Trevor.
Oh yeah, Trevor.
He
I don't know what his surname is. I should know it.
I know he's line controller at work. I know he's line the I can't remember the name. I can't remember it also. But one day he gave me a cab ride from Edgware, and I was just travelling to London, and because he knows I'm a train spot, he sees me quite a lot on the Northern line. And he goes, "Do you want a cab ride?" And I was like, "Do you want to come in?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's just like, because you're teaching me about how you work with the train. It's just like whatever mode that the train's going in. When you're driving PM, whatever the train's driving, you've got adjust to that. And he was just like he was sitting with us in a cab. He was setting up the train, putting a key in the selector barrel and stuff, and he was like, right. He sat in his chair and he was like, right. I don't fancy letting the computer do it. I'm gonna do it. He got up. He goes, can you just flick it to PM? I was like, yeah. He was teaching me about the qualities of driving in PM and what, you know, stuff. So, but he's a very nice person. I think it was last month, not before, I came up here one night and I took a picture on towards Chorleywood, and as the train was coming in, the lights were shining at my DSLR. Took such a good picture that where you got the shunt signal on the other end of the on the other end, it was like a really good shot. And I was thinking, I've never took a shot like that before, but it was really good. It's just like it just fit in, but I have to chase that picture up sometime. And when people talk about TBTC, I always use the first, when you say the actual full thing, I used to say traction-based train control, and I was like, no, it's not that. And then there's transmission train-based control. I don't keep thinking it's traction-based. Got one thing wrong. Oh. And one day when I become a train operator, or when I have because I've got a cab day come up again on the Northern Line. He says, depends what the duty is, but we might be lucky. It all depends if you could bring the train out of the depot or, you know, whatever.
What's the general manager of the Northern now?
I forgot his name.
It's not.
Forgot his name. Yeah, I know a few. I know the DSNs at Morden and the Tossons. That's probably Tossons, what they call them. I know a few drivers, and I know one train manager there. But
most of the Tossons on our line are called tossers.
Yeah, because when somebody first said that expression, I didn't actually quite grasp what they meant. But then, as soon as I took some time to think about it, and then I clocked it, I knew what it meant. It's because I've never heard that name before. Okay. Never heard anyone address them like that.
Incredibly clear, that's the only way you're going to see it. It's a bit like when you have the northern lights showing, you know.
Tube's lovely. There's a few places I don't like to visit on the tube, but
like where?
Like Chancery Lane.
Chancery Lane.
The only reason why I don't like going there is because one of my friends taught me how to trigger the door interlock on the 92s. And I thought I'd just be clever and do it once. I did it once, and when as the driver pressed the buttons to make it actually accelerate a platform, it just drops. It didn't, I made it stop. And everyone in the carriage was looking at me thinking, what the hell has he done? And I was just like, I looked around and I had a guilt of conscience. I was just trying to laugh it off. Because I had a feeling that the driver would come out and try and find out who did it. But I've never done it again, I never will. But these ones, it's a bit more, these S-Docs, you can't do it.
So Chancery Lane for only that reason? Not because of the actual station itself?
Nah. I mean, the one station I really like is Golders Green.
You like it?
Yeah, it's got 3 rows, 3 platforms. Well, 3, rows.
First then.
And you've got, when you're going southbound towards Hampstead, to your right, you've got 2 sidings, then you've got Bull and Bush.
Have you been up to Stanmore recently?
No.
Stanmore's got 3 platforms.
Oh yeah,
big sidings.
Platform one there's a waiting room that nobody uses. Yeah, I've made contact with the Tossons at Wembley Park. I sent an email asking for a cab day in the 96 stop. Just wait for them to get back to me and stuff. I mean, the person that gave me that contact, he does in the admin department in Morden, where I used to work with work experience. His name's Jordan, but he takes all the stuff for the admins give him stuff, and all that kind of stuff. And because I was just talking to my old boss, so I call him, he's a nice boss. We got talking, I told him that I'm trying to get cab days on other lines. And he goes, I said to him I wanted to get a cab down the Jubilee from when we parked up. He goes, oh Jordan, can you come here? I've got a young man here. He said that he's a nice guy. he's a friendly, nice young man. He just he's mad about the London Underground. He's looking for a cab day on the Jubilee line.
About London Underground, I like that.
Yeah, I like the way he said mad about London Underground, and it is actually quite true because this is. I know I sound like when I talk about my hobby all the time, I talk about it to people. But when people don't know the things I know about the railway, I kind of get carried away. I keep ranting on and on about things and how it works and stuff, and they don't have to say, but they know because when I'm in that mindset, there's nothing stopping me. So I need to actually, you know.
I think I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to bore people to death. I mean, there was one subject that in the English teacher she was asking me, "Oh, what do you do on the tube and stuff?" I said, "Oh, talk to train drivers and stuff." And we've had a few ATO problems lately on the Northern. And when I started talking about the Northern on the ATO, I had a few pictures of the TOD. I showed them that. I said, "This is how it all works." The driver presses 2 buttons, open the doors. Once the AAS has come online, open the doors, close them, and then once you've got the permission to leave the platform, ATO start required, you can go. And just talking about
How many
that.
seconds do you have to be on the platform? Minimum.
I'm trying to work out now. Well, it doesn't really depends. Well, as long as you keep watching it get off and on. And if it goes when it counts up and goes into red, it says 6 seconds, whatever. Don't worry about that because that's nothing. Once you've got the ATO start permission, you can go. Once you get that, once you stop at a platform, open the doors. Once you obviously you're going to have a countdown timer. But once you get permission to go, you don't have to actually stick with the time that the computer wants you to stick with. And the only problem that you'll have on the weekend, if you're driving in protection manual, because it opens up in sequences like 10, 20, 30. If you're doing 20 or about 30, and it wants you to do 25, it'll sound the screen overspeed imminent, and it wants you to change your speed. So it's a bit.
It's a good countermeasure then for you making a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't change, if you don't ignore it, it'll apply your brakes automatically. It is very annoying. I've heard drivers saying, "Oh, I have to drive in PM now. I've got to listen to the thing go do 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 do." But that's I'm good in.
Well, I'm not really worried about that.
Yeah.
This isn't going to go ATO in my lifetime. Well, I wouldn't say my lifetime, but at least my career time. Because I will be
retired. Have you seen because I think last year said you used to drive on the Jubilee line before TPTC came in ATO? When we get to Harrow and Hill, I've got some pictures of the TOD if you want to see them.
No. I'm not really interested in the trains.
No, right.
I'm just come and do my job, go home. That's as much as the underground appeals to me now.
Yeah.
When I first joined, it was exciting. It was different.
Yeah.
We did a lot more steam train events in the late 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. Those were interesting, enjoyable times, but there's no fun on the underground anymore. There's no enjoyment. It's just coming in, do your 8 hours, go home. They've taken away, they've destroyed the fun of this job.
They really have. I mean, the 96 stock, I mean, I've never driven one, but the way it's designed and simulated, the way it handles the simulator is very accurate to the real thing. Because the only thing I can tell between a 95 and 96 stock, if you're driving it, you start to change, you've got to be very, you've got to really suss out when you're driving 96 stock, because when you're driving normal line trains, it's like something's pulling you down. You know, it's more resistance. But with 96 stock, you don't get much resistance. That's why I'm more confident driving a 95 stock, because I know there'll be a lot of it,
Well, I would prefer to drive the 72 stocks.
Oh, they're lovely trains. I mean, I'm having a cab day next month, in April 16th. I went up there a couple of months, 2 months nearly, and asked for them, and I've got a cab day on there. So I'm gonna, if we go to Harrow and Wilstone, if the driver's okay, I'll send my driver to Silvergate. I'll try my luck.
You still love them? I think.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me.
It would be the 72's A stock, and these, I suppose, in that order.
Yeah, that reminds me that they had last year before Christmas. They had a 72 stock go to Acton Works to be refurbished, and they were hoping to get it back before Christmas. But then they did it, and then they added it in these and that. And then they took it on a test track round the Met.
Oh, that was good.
So everyone was taking pictures of it and stuff, and I didn't see it. I saw the pictures, but I saw one as it was coming in the bend on southbound Wembley Park, so a picture of it there.
What's today? Sunday? Isn't it?
Sunday is 20th, yeah.
Okay. I was going to go over to the shopping centre and pick up some food, but it's shut now. Shuts it up, it's full. Oh well, just go upstairs.
Chill out. Don't you have a canteen at Harrow Hill?
We do, but it's not very good food in there.
Yeah.
It's quite pathetic, really.
When I had my cab down on Northwood, we went to the canteen at Gold's Green. He says, Ben, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to eat from here because I can't stand it. He can't stand the food. Cheap food is not good. So he said we went over to Sainsbury's and got some food from there.
The food in their canteen at Harrow is pretty awful.
That's why he says he prefers to, buy it himself.
I think if I ever eat in there, I normally have an omelette. Even you can't burn a bloody egg. 2 stocks to go.
Yep. Just looked at the computer to your left and it said pin that, so I just...
So what's the next one?
North Harrow.
Very good.
I can see it from here. It's a bit of a distance, a bit of a milestone. So.
Charge me phone. I've got about 70% on it still.
Oh, right.
I just charge it up for my second half. I've got a battery one as well. I've got a battery charger too.
Yeah, but when I go off, I'm going to head down. I'm going to go up to Stanmore and go between Stanmore and Edgware. There's a McDonald's, and I'm just going to get some food up there. Just going to.
Where? Stanmore?
Edgware, yeah, on the 142 route.
Okay.
Willow Court.
Yeah, you don't live there, don't you? Where do you live?
Edgware.
Oh, you do live at Edgware?
Yeah, but it's just between the two stations.
Sorry, for some reason I thought you lived somewhere down further in London.
Nah.
Oh, I get you now. So we're going to have McDonald's then?
Quarter pounder meal.
What, with cheese?
Yeah.
And
fries and just orange juice, really.
orange juice. If I have a McDonald's, and I must say it's very rare,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan, but if I do, I have a quarter pounder with cheese large meal
Alright.
with a banana milkshake.
Alright. No, the only reason I don't drink Coke is because I'm trying to look after my health. I know it's bad for you, it rots your teeth. I grew up on it and I didn't believe it. I grew up and I've screwed up my teeth, so that's why I try and avoid Coke if I can.
You can have Coke as a treat, and
Yeah, because it rots your teeth.
I'll tell you the best way to have a Coke as well is to buy the small tins, the small very tiny tins.
45p one.
Yeah, and you can buy a pack of 12.
Alright. Just get my gear on. I'll do that.
If you buy a pack of 12, it gives you that little bit of a sugary boost.
Alright.
But it's not a lot, so it's just enough to say, I enjoyed that, but not like, I can't finish this, so it's going to rot my teeth.
No,
or
it's
you
just...
can get the small bottles.
No, about nearly 3 years ago, when I first joined college, Coke, Pepsi was always thing I drank every single day. And I realised how much it's bad, I realised how much it's affecting me, so I just stopped it. I just like, when you try and reduce calories and stuff and caffeine, try and reduce it
You're
off.
thin as a rake anyway.
Yeah, but they say your body is your temple, look after it, you only get one. So that's what I'm trying to
You only get one in this century, but then if you really die, I believe you come back.
That's what I believe as well.
I believe you come back, but your memories are all
gone.
lost.
Yeah.
You start again, different body, different memories, different way
people.
of life.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'd like to live for at least 5,000 years. I'd like to live like about the age of 30. 5,000 years, never get old, never get sick.
Yeah.
All that sort of thing. Never wake up with a cold, never wake up with an ache or a pain or something.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever you want.
I don't know what it was about January or February, but everybody was getting sore throats and coughs and stuff and colds, and I was like, what the hell? This year's just started. How can everyone just get it?
Everyone does that.
I mean, I never normally get it in January, February, but I got it, and now it's starting to come back again. I'm trying to keep it at bay.
Well, I was lucky because I got a caudal infection in my finger when I came back from Norway, so they put me on antibiotics, and I think it killed the bug. But I've got I had an itch on it this morning, and I thought, oh, bugger, it's coming back, but it hasn't bothered me all day now. So I just make sure I keep my hands clean all the time. Every time you go to the loo, every time before I have my food, I'll wash my hands and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. Just when we get to the end of the platform, I'll stop the camera and.
There's the driver.
Oh, I see.
On the seat. Or is it the one in the office? No, it's the one on the seat. I don't know which one's going to be.
All depends, really.